Hey, welcome to Choo. I'm Jacob, and the new year is upon us, which means we're all probably wondering what hell, what trials and tribulations will the new year bring? That can be a little bit overwhelming, so I recommend kicking off the new year with a little cheeky. Oh, yeah. That's refreshing. That's bloody refreshing. Yeah. So, for most people last year was pretty cooked, and yeah, it was pretty cooked for me as well. Good and bad. Bad stuff happened, but something really good happened. I got married. That was pretty sweet. Now, my wife is a pagan. I'm an atheist. So we decided to incorporate some pagan and some Celtic rituals, traditions into our ceremony, which was a lot of fun. One of which included having to drink a glass of mead. It symbolized something, I don't know. I can't remember now. So I set out to make a mead from scratch to use in my wedding. However, the first few didn't come out quite right. They weren't good enough. Some of them went bad, some of them were okay. And then the one that I thought was going to be really good just wasn't ready in time. Mead takes a long time to age, to settle, to clarify, right? You have to give it time. I ran out of time. So I ended up using a store-bought mead instead. Regardless, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, here we are a few months later and the mead is ready to drink. This is a variation on a spiced rum and red wine cocktail known as the South Seas. Now, I am a sucker for hard liquor. I do like it. I don't often get it because what I find, it just doesn't last that long. It ruins the rest of my day and it ruins the next day as well. I do like the odd cocktail from time to time, however, and I think spiced rum works really well with mead because they're kind of earthy, they're kind of spicy, right? I mean, you got spiced mead, you got spiced rum. That's a marriage waiting to happen. So South Seas is basically red wine, spiced rum, lemon lime soda on ice, basically. It doesn't sound like that works, but it actually works really, really well. What we're doing here is essentially the exact same cocktail, except instead of red wine, we're gonna use mead. The mead that I brewed for my wedding, which is now ready to go. Small disclaimer, this is actually a fruit mead, a melomel, specifically a sizer, so this does have an apple tinge to it, a green apple tinge in this case. I would recommend using a traditional mead, and if you really want to double down, just do a spiced mead. I wouldn't use a melomel in the future. I mean, this is delicious, but it's not the exact flavor that I was going for. However, use what you've got. So this is pretty straightforward. I'm going to go 1 part spiced rum, 2 parts mead. This mead that I made myself is probably sitting around 17%. I'll see if I can dig up the book. I can't find it. Anyway, from memory, it was sitting around 17%. I think I do have some footage of a hydrometer reading, if that helps. Most of my mead I let run through. I use the same recipes. So I imagine it's around that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 2 parts mead, 1 part spiced rum, soda water. The recipe originally would say like lemon lime soda, but they always put way too much sugar in it. I back sweetened this mead with a lot of honey, so it's already quite sweet. So this is already very sweet. Mix it all together, pour it over ice, garnish because I don't know, it looks cool, I guess. Whatever. It's a cocktail, so you have to put something on there. I didn't have any umbrellas. That's beautiful. It really is refreshing and, mate, it gets the job done. Make sure you check out some of our other videos if you want to learn how to make mead properly, the history of mead and all this kind of stuff. A lot of these things are experimental. I am learning as I'm going. Some of them are a little bit more informative, but take it with a grain of salt. But check them out anyway, because I mean, what else are you going to do today? This is fucking, I'm into this. Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas if that's your jam. In the Southern Hemisphere, it was Letha recently. Happy holidays if you don't fucking have a thing. That's cool. Just make something up. I'm doing, what's today? 2nd? I don't know. Happy 2nd of the year. Well, that's pretty much it. I've been Jacob and you've been watching Choo. Happy New Year and all that nonsense. And I wish you all a better this year than last. Nah, it's never better. It's never better. No, maybe it is. Maybe it is better because this is fucking... I'm into this.